कदम चलना होगा। जीवन के इस समरांगन में विजयी बनना आसान नहीं है साध्य, किंतु कुछ पल होंगे जिनका पहले से ज्ञान नहीं। जीवन के इस समरांगन में विजयी बनना आसान नहीं है साध्य, किंतु कुछ पल होंगे जिनका पहले से ज्ञान नहीं। अनजान क्षितिज के कोने में वितान नया बुनना होगा। हे परम तपस्या के पथिकों, तुम्हें नूतन पथ रचना होगा। वक्त है कम लंबी मंजिल, तुम्हें तेज कदम चलना होगा। साधन के और सुविधाओं की शैया में ना सो जाना। माया के प्रलोभन प्यारे हैं, इनके वश में ना हो जाना। साधन के और सुविधाओं की शैया में ना सो जाना। माया के प्रलोभन प्यारे हैं, इनके वश में ना हो जाना। तुम्हें सतत साधना के उन्नत चोटी पे चढ़ गलना होगा। हे परम तपस्या के पथिकों, तुम्हें नूतन पथ रचना होगा। वक्त है कम लंबी मंजिल, तुम्हें तेज कदम।
Om Shanti. Good morning, good evening, our dearest and most respected Brother Brij Mohan ji, whom we also very lovingly call you Bhai Sahab. Warm welcome, and we are so happy. It was so heartwarming to see you come on the screen. I'm going to speak a few words, not because we don't know you, but there might be a few people who don't know you or are seeing you for the first time live. So Brother Brij Mohan is probably one of the most qualified of Baba's jewels that can join us today to talk about the present times and about our present efforts. He is the most qualified, of course, for many reasons. One, of course, he has been with the Brahma Kumaris from the very early part. He was quite professionally engaged when he came to Baba. He has taken a lot of sustenance and directions directly through Brahma Baba. In fact, his life is almost 100% molded, I would say, by Bap Dada. Yes? And so he is now based in Delhi. He's very actively involved in the public and political arena of presenting the Brahma Kumaris to the public and to the governments. and he's one of our main spokespersons. Many of you would know him through his very, very near and dear creation, Purity Magazine, which he still sustains until now. And he's also been one of the lucky ones, I would say, who has been in this sweet lockdown in Madhuban for the past several days, weeks. Some of us saw you in Madhuban, and I don't think you have left Madhuban since. And so you would have a lot to share about the scenes you have witnessed lately, this significant time, especially around Dadiji's departure into the angelic world. So we are very, very happy to have you. And for me personally, Brij Mohan Bhai, you are a mastermind and a master intellect when it comes to presenting Baba's highest principles in the most simplistic and entertaining ways. And I think your specialty is really the wisdom of the ages combined so beautifully with the innocence of a little child. And you come across perfectly blended and balanced personality. So warm welcome. I think amongst many of your credits in your biodata is the credit of singing to God directly. I remember those days singing to Bap Dada. So I think that's one of your passions. And I also very fondly remember your days in Peace Village 10 years ago at the music concert in one of those huts. So with that being said, I think before we hear you, we would actually like to hear you sing. And before we hear you sing, I'd like to present to you this little flower across the cyberspace. So please accept on behalf of all of us a little rose and this little clip of your music class.
ठीक है, कोई भी मिस नहीं करना। ऊपर से बाबा आया, ऊपर से बाबा आया, ब्रह्मा के तन में आया, ब्रह्मा के तन में आया, मधुबन में मुरली द्वारा महामंत्र दो सुनाया। अब डबल लाइन आएगी। मन मना भाव और माँ में कम याद करो, मन मना भाव और माँ में कम याद करो। ओ मेरे मीठे सालिग्रामो, तो डबल लाइन आएगी। श्रीमत पे चलते चलो, श्रीमत पे चलते चलो। ओम शांति, ओम शांति,
Om Shanti.
So, sisters and brothers, I am very happy to be with you through this technological instrument. The song that we heard in Hindi was recorded long back, but it meant that time is running out and we have long distance to go. So, all the movers on the path, you have to create new innovations to reach the destination. So Baba has told us everything in advance, that from time to time our ways and our methods will change. Now, coinciding with the ascension of Dadi Janki ji to angelic region, a very big turn has come in the process of world renewal. So everything is now changed. The scenario has changed. The methods have to be changed. And this evening we are going to share about that. We find that suddenly, and Baba used to say, everything will happen suddenly. And I remember a few years back, we had a program titled All of a Sudden. So suddenly, not for the BKs, but for the rest of the world, everything has come to standstill. There are lockdowns in many countries. People are wondering what has happened, what will happen, for how long will this last. For the Brahmin family also, we have to see what is the time clock showing in the word drama. Baba has already told us in advance that the tree has fully grown and the drama is at its fag end, and all the souls have to return to sweet home. Before that, Baba has now shown us that the physical and the material tools and means will no longer function. Those may be available, but we are all seeing that they are not functional, which means that in this last leg of the journey, we have to now adopt subtle tools for our self-perfection and also for the remaining service. So we find also that the Supreme Teacher is sending us murlis in present times, which are also very relevant to the situation. And what we find is, in those murlis is that for subtle journey, we have to adopt subtle tools and shed all our old methods and ways. So there is lock out, there is lock up, there is lock down. Everything to unlock the souls from the prison of Maya or Ravan. So We know people are only concerned about present and they are wondering about the future. But Baba has told us in advance that this time had also come many, many kalpas and has come again, and we have to play our role according to the situation in present time. I had come to Madhuban for our normal, there was a Baba's meeting, and we hold some meeting also for our future plans. But I decided that I may stay on for longer time. After my decision, from next day, all flights stopped. So if the flights had stopped and I had to stay, that was a different thing, because then the compulsion would have made me to stay. But Baba wants that children should be able to foresee things. So just one day before, I decided to stay on. And as per drama plan, all the souls, wherever they had to be best situated, drama placed them. Sister Mohini ji in New York, some sisters are, foreign sisters are in Om Shanti Retreat Center, like Sister Rajini and Sister Meera. Sister Jayanti was to be here in headquarters. So all those things as per the pre-arranged role in drama. That also we are wondering and are enjoying. Now comes the question of what new methods we have to adopt. So for that, Baba says, in the final journey, from the very beginning, Baba had told us that ways and methods will change. Shiv Baba came in Brahma Baba in corporeal form in this world. I was one of the fortunate souls who had met Shiv Baba in corporeal Brahma Baba and lived with and followed whatever I could in those days. Then Baba became subtle. Then others also became subtle number-wise. And now all of us have to return home. So Baba has said in a recent Murli, the drama is this particular drama is now coming to a close to restart the drama afresh. And for that, the souls have to go to the soul world. And Baba has told us that what is our function is to make all souls who are actually tired and fed up and are confused, we all know the situation, to go back to help them to return to the soul world, and also for restarting the new drama, the souls who are Baba's children, who actually took up the task along with Baba of re-establishment, they have to go to the soul world temporarily, but to the new world. So for these two tasks, Baba has given us now two types of what we can call drill or exercise. And Baba has said in clear words that we have to remember our Paramdham, the soul world, as souls, and connect with incorporeal Baba so that our remaining accounts are settled. But this connection earlier was not that powerful. Now we have to single-mindedly connect it, and as if the final destination has to be reached. So we have to focus and finish our karmic accounts. Also, this will help us and empower us that we can enable other souls also to liberate themselves from but what they are fed up with and about what they are confused and worried. Simultaneously, Baba says that you children have to attain your own perfection, and that will come through angelic stage. So, where in very clear words, Baba has said, you are Brahmins, all right, but now from Brahmins, you have to reach your angelic stage. So, be more and more in the angelic region. In one of the recent Murlis, Baba has said, at least for 12 times in the day, you have to be in the incorporeal world and 12 times be in the angelic region and feel like angels. What I foresee is that now our these subtle ways will make us to manifest ourselves first of all, that we are the souls who have imbibed spirituality in practical life. Just our Dadi ji is an example, and that our whole life, our whole being, the spiritual part of it and also the physical part of it has to do service by total manifestation. I have an experience of 50 years ago when there were no mobile phones and there used to be landlines. One morning, it is 50 years back, I was loudly talking, connecting with a center, early morning hours, and Dadi Janki ji was in the adjoining room. She was staying there. So Dadi Janki called me that call Bridge Mohan. Is he talking on phone? In my mind, I thought I am talking loudly. So I will explain to Dadi the reason. I went to her Dadi's room and the Dadi asked the same question. Is it you who were talking on phone? So it confirmed in my mind that perhaps I was talking loud. I said, yes, Dadi. And see Dadi's reply. She said, I do not know to whom you were talking, what you were talking, but I was only sending good wishes that whatever he is doing should become successful. So that is 50 years ago. At least we should do that now. So Baba says many souls want to be liberated, they want to make effort, but they find themselves not powerful enough. So now we have to gain that power, spiritual power, mind power, concentrate and help them in their attainment of their good objective. That is one point. And Baba had given an example that just as solar energy, we concentrate the solar energy and are getting a lot of wonderful things done from it. Even a child can concentrate solar energy on a lens and burn the paper. So we have to collect, concentrate spiritual energy to be able to help other souls without knowing what they are doing, but in attainment of their good objectives. That is also includes their liberating themselves, which they want to do, but they are not able to do. Secondly, Baba says that just as, let us take the recent example of Dadi Janki. Whatever we will spiritually do will affect the world. Dadi Janki's departure brought a big change in the world situation also. What Dadi Janki and we all wanted to do was to awaken the world that now the time of end has come and you please stop your normal life and stop your wrongful activity and now you look towards Shiv Baba. They were not doing. We had programs, we had worldwide network doing everything, but the power intended it to be done, and now a situation has been created that they are listening, they are withdrawn, and most of all, ego that we can do everything without God of everyone now has been humbled. So this also tells us and convinces us that we have also to do the same thing. So in a sense, we have to first of all make our thoughts pure, powerful, and benevolent. And thought can reach where words cannot reach, we cannot physically reach. So, with this thought process, we have to give peace to the souls, relief to the souls, and whatever they want, make them comfortable in difficulty, make them stable. If all the Brahmins now do it, that is the only job we have to do. So that will help the world reduce and mitigate the suffering of the souls. Number two, Baba says we have to make our vibrations very powerful. Our attitude is very powerful because now is the time which Baba had described earlier that people may try to physically harm you. They may try to take away your necessities and they will find you invisible, or they may see your angelic form. So this is very important to save ourselves and also to give them the feeling that these are different souls, these are our benefactors, and we should not harm them. Also, by practicing our angelic stage, it may so happen, Baba said in the beginning, the visions helped a lot. Similarly, now we cannot reach people through various means. Even now, the communication means we are using, this may also stop after some time. Baba has already said there will be only the connection of the voiceless, and even this wireless will not work. But till it works, so Baba says that we have to come into such powerful stage that they see angels. And then they will seek who are they. So Baba says, and then by vibrations we will be able to help them. So we have to make our vibrational effect very powerful. And then Baba says, speech. We may be able to speak to some people just now we are sharing. So our speech should also entirely change to make it like angelic. It has to be few words, very powerful words, purposeful words, and sweet words, consoling and healing words. So this also we have to practice. Our speech has not to be normal now. And also our look. Whomsoever we look at, when we practice bodiless state, so it may happen that we create such powerful look that others can also become bodiless when we see them. So these subtle tools we have to adopt. And above all, Baba says we should be blissful, always feeling our attainments and whatever Baba has given us, and whatever for how long he has given us. Baba says for two next yugas, you will be only living on the presents which Baba gives you. So such a big inheritance Baba has given us. It is our duty to share it with others also. So in that state of all attainment, no need, blissfulness, we will be able to do this work better. And automatically, basic thing is we have to be focused. We have to be practicing these two things. These two things are not belonging to this world, because Baba says this is the ground floor. Our angelic stage also means Sangam Yuga, subtle region, and our incorporeal state means Paramdham. So Baba says Sangam Yuga is the most important for us, because in Sangam Yuga we have to be renewing everything, innovating on everything, making everything powerful. Our drishti should become powerful, our speech powerful and sweet, also powerful, and our entire being has to become powerful to be able to destroy all types of virus of vices, and to be able to spread such fragrance and in such easy way of living that other people should also feel we should adopt it, and they should feel it easy to adopt it also. So we have to make our life very easy and natural and shed all the artificial aids which we have been taking and use more and more of subtle methods. This is what I feel I am looking and I am experiencing and trying to practice. Om Shanti.
Brother Brij Mohan.
Yes,
Om
sister.
Shanti. This is Judy. It's
Yes,
very
sister.
nice to have you here at Peace Village.
Yes, sister.
And such an easy trip you and Anand had to get here.
Yeah.
Wonderful. So I wanted to ask you a few questions.
Yes, sister.
And one of them was that 15 years ago, you and Sister Gayatri and I met with the then president of India, Abdul Kalam. Do you remember that meeting? And
Yes,
he said that Dadi Janki of yours, she weeds her mind like a garden.
Right.
And so I wondered, since many of the subtle methods you spoke about just now have to do with a quality of mind, I wonder if you could describe the efforts that you make and that Dadi made to have a clean and stable and loving mind.
Yes. Whatever I have learned from Dadi Janki, whenever I was in Dadi's company, I found, number one, that Dadi Janki kept her mind very active. She engaged in everything and every scene that came in front of her. I was comparing myself to her and thinking feeling the difference. Once we were traveling in the state of Assam, and there was a temple uphill, and Dadi Janki got the car stopped and said, I want to go and see that temple. Now, out of laziness, you may say, I said, Dadi Janki, my bhakti is over. I will not go to that temple. You please go with other sisters. Later, I noticed that it was not my own thinking was based on laziness and avoiding. I mean, I am shooting a film and nobody wants blanks in that film. But Dadi is shooting every scene in the film and leaving nothing blank. So that one particular portion, because if you have an idle mind or if you have an empty mind, other things will enter. So this one particular thing I noticed, a hero actor has to be all the time active, accurate, and attentive. So this is what I noticed in Dadi Janki. I am now trying to practice that. Many times my body takes over and makes me feel, you are tired. So now I am very careful that no, this body is only my means, and it is my laziness and carelessness which is making me think like that.
That's very beautiful. That's true about that.
That is one thing. And secondly, I also felt Dadi Janki was qualitative. You can spend your time anyway. You can spend your time ordinarily. You can in common things and all that. Remaining within all that, Dadi Janki was very qualitative and helped others also. A quality mind will think qualitatively and it will give good results also. So when others around Dadi saw that this thing has brought a good result, so I found that we should also be in the common word, but we should have qualitative thinking. And mostly I found that Dadi Janki was following Brahma Baba. Many times I asked Dadi Janki, how you decide a particular thing. So Dadi Janki said, she has been Brahma Baba all the time and was watching what Brahma Baba would do in a particular situation. And she says, we just bring to our mind that and we apply that.
Yeah, that sounds right. So every thought had to be a high quality thought, and every action she engaged in the drama.
But I also noticed that keeping high quality did not mean getting isolated from others, remaining in the common thing and doing all those ordinary things, but in an extraordinary way. That is the thing.
That's beautiful. That's beautiful. Thank you. So I want to ask you about something called disheartenment. You know what the word disheartenment. And I was thinking that this scene in the drama with Dadi leaving and with the world being in quarantine, it makes Brahmins aware of the time, right? We've been told since the beginning of our Brahmin life, whenever we started, that we had a short time, we had to make maximum effort. And so now these big things happen, and I think many Brahmins are asking themselves, what is the quality of my effort? And feeling perhaps a little bit of disheartenment. That maybe even though I tried really hard, or even though I thought I was making the maximum effort, that now this time is here and what have I really done? And sometimes that feeling of disheartenment can actually limit our ability to keep making effort. Do you know what I mean? That state. So what can we do to move through that, to be honest about where we are, but not to let our disheartenment limit the effort that we make now?
Well, disheartenment comes naturally if we have missed something, we have made lapses, and we have not done something in the past. So Baba has told us that our fortune has to be earned throughout. We are not part-time workers. That if you do part-time work, you get the emolument part-time, not full-time. So many of us have been missing certain things. And now when time is running out and the effort is becoming subtle and we are not able to cope up with that and keep abreast with that, we feel disheartened. So this is a natural phenomena. Everyone will feel that. But Baba is benevolent. He is our Supreme Father. He is Almighty. And he says, even up to the last moment, I give you a chance to make up. It is not necessary that a student was a third divisioner in the primary school. He may not become a first-class student in the high school. So it depends upon our last stage. As they say, he who laughs last laughs best. So if we keep this in mind and just follow the present routine, forget about the past, don't think of the past. Baba always says put a full stop to the past. Because if it's the past, less effort, that should not affect us. We have to disassociate and just follow. Baba says you have to not to make long plans, because our plans, sometimes when we are in good powerful state, we make very high plans. But Baba says at one time you make high plans, do something high for some time, you feel so elated, but after some time you become sad and like as you have said, disheartened. So the simple thing I have found is, whatever routine Baba gave us at any particular time, in any particular day, it is a simple routine. If we just follow that routine, even from now, even from today, then disheartenment will go, because we will start earning, we will start feeling gone is gone, but I am abreast. First of all, I am alive. I am alive in Sangam Yuga. All of us, all the Brahmins are not alive in Sangam Yuga. That's a big blessing. You are alive, I am alive, all of us who are sharing this are alive. So it means we have scope for that, number one. Number two, Baba has already told us the routine. Baba says, forget the past. Now you practice. Baba has said, make your own routine, but ultimately Baba said, if you do it hourly also 20 times, then you fill the gaps so that becomes all the time. So if we practice that and we are doing involved in something, doing good, and as per Baba's Shrimad, we will feel very much reheartened because we will be feeling like gaining what we had lost. This is what I feel.
Okay.
Don't make plans, just follow Baba's routine as given now.
Okay. So don't be disheartened. That's the moral of that story.
I mean, stop missing from now onwards.
Okay. So in 2013, Dadi Janki met a small group, and she said the following. She said, constantly have the experience that I am combined. I am not alone.
Right.
Call it your deep effort. This is the pilgrimage of our life. We are not alone. Baba reminds us, I am here. Do not worry about things of this world. Everything is fine.
Yes.
So my question is, how do we go about making Baba the companion in a way that we have that living experience, that feeling of being combined, which is something Dadi Gulzar also talks about a lot.
Right. Dadi Janki has also written a book, Companion of God.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the best support or the best power that a child gets is from the parent. A child is a child. A child's mind can be naughty, childish. A child can be frightened by things or excited by things, and all that can make diversions. Sometimes the parent holds the child's hand still, the child gets the hand removed and gets lost in the crowd and then cries. So basically, Baba has told us we can have several relationships with Baba. One is follow father, and Baba says you are a follower. Children of father are not his followers; they are inheritors. But when Baba says follow father, Baba says in the form of guru, just a follower father's guru. Or in India, when a marriage takes place, the ladies follow the bridegroom 7 times, which means that you have to follow him and rest of it will be taken care of. You are not to worry. Everything will be taken care of. Similarly, one thing is to be a follower, which means of Shrimad. But Shrimad is knowledge, it is understanding, and understanding may get into us, but we may not, our container may not be so pure as to retain it. It may get mixed and adulterated and influenced by other things. So the best relationship would be of a companion, because a companion is always with you. Your father may not be always with you. Say, I am hospitalized. My father may admit into a good hospital, but he will not be with me at the time of operation or something. A companion is always with you, and a companion like Shiv Baba or Brahma Baba. So this is the best relationship. And Baba says, when you have got a companion who is almighty, all powerful, all knowing, and you need not bother. A child holds father's hand and is very less about the dog in the street or anything he is afraid of. So, but it's a nice relationship. We have not practiced it that much. And Dadi Danki's wisdom and Dadi Gulzar's wisdom, they are what they are because of their considering Baba as companion. And for that, first of all, Baba has no body. Brahma Baba has also an angelic body. And to make Baba our companion in the present condition means we have to be in our angelic state and in our incorporeal state to make them our companions. As soon as we get into the body, then other things become our companions. So all the time Baba has been telling us that body is your first resource and body is your first connection, and all other things are connected with the body, are then they are also become the word of the body. And as soon as you become body conscious, you start thinking of bodily possession, bodily relations, bodily positions, all those things. So these are perishable and these are temporary. We have to give them up anyhow, just as a rocket takes a payload up in the space, but rockets then burns. So we have to leave it anyhow. Basic, our effort has to be now, as Baba has said, to remain, become subtle, angelic, and become a soul, come into the body, but just like as temporary user of the body, and this is a Kaljugi body, a troublesome body. So we have to have some sort of a dislike for it and use it under compulsion. So then we can have that feeling, and when we start experiencing Baba as our companion in the form of, say, angelic Baba, then this we will be all the time flying, all the time actually becoming like an angel, because then we will know my companion what likes. If I am too much talkative, my companion wants me to talk like an angel. So I will naturally change my language like Dadi Gulzar has done, Dadi Janki has done. So in all matters, it will help. Even if I am taking shower, otherwise I will waste time that I am bathing my body and all that. If I am having companion as Baba, then I will consider my body is a temple. I am cleaning it, a very valuable deity is inside, and so on and so forth. So we can convert everything into subtle and angelic by making Baba as companion. This is a very good thing to remember if we can do it all the time.
So this ties to the drill that we got in that recent Murli, these two states, right?
Right.
I remember that a few years ago, you were making sort of a specific kind of effort in working with your subtle body. Do you remember that?
Yes, naturally it came to me that, as you said, someone said in the beginning, I was fond of singing. And I remember thousands of songs by heart. It was natural for me. Then one day, and I was the official singer to Baba, I am so lucky. One day, just, sitting in silence, Baba touched me, you stop singing. And you stop listening to songs. And, these songs will carry me with the mood, whatever I need. But that was a limited thing. It made me emotional. I could not come out of emotions and so on and so forth. But to see the very terrific scenes that are going to follow, that will not help. When some war is taking place or people are dying and corpses are being spread, you can't sing. So if you have got that sanskar in you, you will be in trouble. So Baba made me to stop. I had told you also. And one day Baba told me not to see the television, not to read the newspaper, etc. And I found why it is Baba is saying, Baba wants me to be there. If you are so much involved in unnecessary affairs of something, you already know the end of that, then you will not be able to separate and concentrate your mind and remain in subtle state. So in many things Baba has taught me, I used to narrate jokes and so on, and Baba told me that this may be ordinarily, it may look good, but it will make you a ordinary, like a joker, not a master of your body or mind.
That's exactly what I was thinking about. Now, Brother Rich Mohan, you say very easily, Baba touched me and said this, right? Baba touched me and said, stop singing and stop listening to songs. I would suspect that of the 600 or 700 people listening right now, not all of us know how to create the experience where we're receptive to God touching us. How is it that you are able to have those touchings?
Yes. You see, this is a very important question, and it is a very important stage in life. As many people have said, in prayer you talk to God, in meditation God talks to you. Normally we have this slogan. Basically, I have found that when I am myself engaging in my mind, even in efforts, it is my own effort and my own mind, it has limitations. So if we leave it to Baba, we say Baba is our boatman. So Baba has to take us across. So in between, we put our own intellect, thinking myself to be very wise, thinking myself to be right, thinking myself to be making good choices and all that. But that is my limited intellect. So I have found that in morning hours or when I am meditating in silence, these days I am experiencing very much because I am in Madhuban, the whole atmosphere. This is Baba Tapasya place. And all the souls that have been coming here have been doing that only. They forgot all their worldly affairs so long as they were in Madhuban. So this place is also helpful. So if you are in silence, and true silence, and just plainly remembering Baba without any thoughts, Baba will touch you what to do in the day, what further effort you have to make. This is my experience. Anybody can experience. I did not used to have that experience in the busy life of godly service also. But in silence, Baba gives you your plan. Anyone can feel it because Baba will tell you that this thing you like, you think it is very good. Yes, it is good, but you have to go above good and bad. So for that, you have to withdraw.
So this idea that we're all in quarantine should support our good yoga.
Yeah.
Right?
This is the time. Actually, Baba has given us preparation time to make our subtle powers more powerful, concentrate on them and use those powers for my betterment and perfection and for serving others. This is what we say subtle tools. More and more we should use subtle tools because those can reach everywhere. Other tools will have limitation.
So speaking of subtle tools, and it may be that others have questions too. I'll have to check in with the host. But you have been over the years very close to Dadi Gulzar. Yes. And Dadi Gulzar is now the administrative head of the Brahma yes. Kumaris. Yes. And she is pretty much in silence at this point. Yes. I mean, she really isn't speaking. So how would you describe to us the kind of subtle gifts or the kind of subtle leadership or the kind of subtle guidance that Dadi is providing at this time?
Right. This is a question, many people ask. Apparently they see that Dadi Gulzar is not functioning normally. And how she is leading us. Taking a simple example, when you make a statue of someone or you celebrate someone's anniversary or a day, how does that help you? Because in Bharat, we have got the deities' temples. So Baba says that you souls are so elevated that while in body you serve, and then your even physical figure will serve, physical presence also serves. Supposing there is a program and in which Baba always used to say, you have a two type of people, one who speaks, the other who sits in silence and gives yoga power. Simply presence. So if someone, even Baba in a recent Murli has said, if the VIP is not present somewhere, the VIP sends his message. That also serves because that shows his participation, support and contribution. So the physical presence of Dadi Gulzar in the body, and the presence of the deities in the temples. If people can visit temples, crowd the temples, fight with each other, break the queue, to just have a glimpse of the deity, and they feel so happy that they are satisfied and something they really get. Or there is a parade going on, and some hero person in any field is passing, people wait for hours for that. Just he passes by and they feel so happy, and after that they feel so pleased. Whatever characteristic he had got, they feel little bit into that. Then a soul that has served for many years, all of us had the Bab Dada through the chariot of Dadi Gulzar, and all so much she has given to the whole Brahmin family. Even Baba himself acknowledges this contribution. If she is in body and she is there, isn't she a source of great inspiration for us? Just as now Dadi Janki has left body. When Dadi Janki was in body, we are in the physical body, in this physical world. So we got so much inspiration of just Dadi Janki passing, seeing her, even seeing her videos. Now that facility is not available because we can't see Dadi Janki meet, have the personal touch. Dadi Gulzar is still in body, and her role is such that so long as she remains in body, she remains a father figure. People used to call Dadi Gulzar as Chota Brahma Baba, Chota Nandigan, and like that. So her very presence anywhere in this world is a source of great inspiration. You see Dadi Gulzar now in the physical body, and a stage when Dadi Gulzar will not be in the physical body. It will make a lot of difference. Even anyone who thinks of Dadi Gulzar and all her contribution and all her quality and virtues, whatever little or more experiences we had had, will come to our mind. And we feel so live. This is the thing. Dadi Gulzar is live.
So this really connects with what you were saying about subtle methods, that
Right.
her methods are most subtle.
Yes, I will give you another example. Baba has shown us that various souls in various positions, they can do almost same type of service. Now, Dadi Janki, she traveled all over the world, met people of the world and all that. What did Mama do? The Mateshwari, the mother. There was no big service, no so many children, even within Baba's lifetime. Mama just left the body and she becomes Sri Lakshmi number one. By virtue of what? If you think at that, you will find there are strange are the ways of God, we will say. Strange are the ways of Baba. He can get anything done from anyone at any place, and all have got equal opportunity. You can go around the whole world and do the same thing, and you can just sit and just follow Baba 100%, and you can do it like that also. So we have to see that. So Mama, she became the foundation, and Baba always says that any botanical plant that comes out, there will be two leaves. Baba is visible, Baba's work is visible, Dadi's, all other Dadis is visible. This is the subtle power of something sprouting from the seed, the first leaf, and she does half the job. So that in that position, if you see, we will appreciate everyone's role. No role is big and small. Only I make myself small by thinking perhaps this role is better. I am missing that opportunity to do it myself.
Can you just say a word about how do we? I think some of us, as you just alluded to, either don't appreciate our role, we wish we had someone else's role, or sometimes we don't even see what our role is. What is it that allows us to see the part we're playing, or the role that's going to allow us to earn, to give, to serve, to
This is what Baba says, what you call remembrance, or remembering my role again and again. Baba makes us to understand our role, our status, what Baba has given all the Brahmins, and we forget that. Again and again we forget. Either we compare our Lokik role with our worldly, alokik role, that I am better. As a Brij Mohan in a corporate job, I am much different than a Brij Mohan in Brahma Kumaris, but that is a limitation. The role Baba has assigned to the few souls that we are, Baba says you are look ordinary physically, you don't go for your present, even your present spiritual state. You look at your original state, which you are going to regain. I am going to help you regain that. And you are very, very, very special. As soon as one has the memory and the feeling that I am very special and I am God's selected soul, and I definitely have a big role to play, and ways are small and ordinary, this memory we should have again and again. Only that is required.
And how do you invoke that memory?
You know, fortunately, all those Baba children who are in godly service, who are in field, they, even if they forget, at every step, they have to have that memory. Supposing nowadays not, supposing I go to meet the President of India. Okay. I am a very ordinary person. It is difficult for me even to seek appointment with him and all that, but I am there. Now, if I treat myself as an ordinary person, look at my present personality and all that, I will not be able to interact with him. At that time, what I think, just an American ambassador meeting India's president, he is not an ordinary person, he is representing a whole big country. Similarly, I invoke, it comes to me automatically, only then I can interact. I give him respect and all that as per present status, but I also place him where Baba wants to place him and invoke Baba's power, only then I can talk. This is one example. In every situation, supposing I have to undergo an operation, physical operation, and really I am being put into a big machine and all that, there is everything dark, then I have to remember I am Baba's child, Baba, and Baba actually takes me off my this physical position. I am feeling it is there, but I feel in a different, absolutely different world and a region. So those things make me feel, yes, I couldn't do this, Baba is getting this. Who am I? So because I am Baba's instrument, so it is like that. So this service helps us. And also our sort of engagement with the BK family and all that makes us learn things. When we see souls like Dadi Janki and other Adi Ratnas, now you see any Adi Ratna, when starts the Murli with Om Shanti, the power and the way which that person speaks Om Shanti, I cannot do. Nobody can do. The way Dadi Janki used to say Om Shanti, or Dadi Ratan Moni now in our morning class is Om Shanti. Howsoever I may try to copy, I can't do. I find no other person can do, because there is a power behind it. So similarly, because they are from day one up to today, they only know Baba. And they know nothing other than Baba. They may have moved all around the world. It is Baba, Baba and Baba. While I have been digressing, I have been thinking I have experience of both the worlds. They forget about this old world altogether. It doesn't exist for them. This is the thing. They don't get irritated. They don't get disturbed. So all these things make us understand I should also be like that.
So you're taking us back to Dadi Janki's famous question, who am I?
Right. Every moment I should think, who am I? And I will be energized.
That's
But
beautiful.
I should not identify my I with anything that is not real I.
Right. That's beautiful. Brother Brij Mohan, thank you. I don't know if I'm going to turn it back over to the host of this, but I really appreciated this time with you and your beautiful answers. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti.
Om Shanti to all brothers and sisters for their patience in listening to me.
Baji, Om Shanti. There are a few questions. Do you have time or do you have to go?
Yes, I have all the time.
Okay, they have put in the chat window. I'm going to ask them.
Yes.
Earlier, you had talked about creating a routine. So there is a question here. What did Brother Brij Mohan mean by creating a routine? This was in response to how to overcome disheartenment at this time.
Well, it was not creating a routine, but following the routine. We have not to create a routine. The routine that is set at a particular time by Baba. For instance, these days, what is the routine Baba has given us? Baba has make us separated from all other types of service, also anything. So now Baba has given us the routine that you children practice to be in the angelic state. You children practice to be connected with Nirakar so that you can burn all your past sins. This is the routine Baba has set. Rather, don't get involved into external type of things. So if I follow this routine now, which is being given to be not creating, then I will be always heartened, forget my whatever I lost in the past, because I am abreast with the situation, and I am along with all the other travelers, and I am living and present to attain my destination. This is what I mean. Follow the routine. And Baba always sets a possible and a achievable and a very easily practicable routine. But what we do is we do not follow that routine, easy routine, create a routine for ourselves.
Thank you, Baji, for the clarification. Another question is, fear and sad things are happening around.
Yes.
How to come out of it and be happy and strong?
The thing is, my life is my life. Okay? And if people are having fear, first of all, why should I take their fear upon myself? When I am a Brahma Kumar, I have got all the knowledge Baba has given to me. Baba has told me also that the whole world is being, the fear of whole world is going to be removed. Then I should be in a position to elevate, remove the fear of others, or I should take fear and sadness of others on me. This is a part of the drama, and Baba always says the drama does not become old. It is it remains same. So this is a scene in the drama. If dark night has come, the day is not far behind. So therefore, why should I be having their fear upon me? I am supposed to remove their fear. So why should I take fear and sadness? Otherwise also, what you want to have, if you have control over yourself, you don't let, I have no control over myself. For instance, I have no control over the dust coming in my room. Some windows are open, then the dust will come. But if I have control and I can shut my windows, that dust will not come. It is for me to what get into my mind and what to shut out. So why should I invite and take fear into my mind? I should only think of powerful, good things and about what is the future. People do not know who is with me. So where is the question of fear?
Right.
Fear will come only if I am missing. if I am lagging behind, and even presently I am getting influenced by forces which are making me slow my speed or halt on such situations and not move ahead.
Right. Thank you. And perhaps this question is connected to that, what you just answered. And it says, to get out of the prison of Maya, how should we train our mind to not create waste thoughts?
So Baba always says, waste thoughts are not come. They are not created where there is a vacuum. The waste thoughts will come. An idle mind has all type of waste thoughts. So if I keep myself busy and if I create powerful thoughts, and I have got lot of things to do for myself and for the whole world, and even for purifying the elements, then where is the scope for waste thoughts to come? Be busy. Baba says the answer to this is be busy in constructive things.
Okay. And this last question, Baji, is, I think, a little bit humorous. They is asking this question. We always speak about sisters' efforts. Just to balance, brothers like Jagdish, what did you see in him in terms of efforts he made?
Well, Brother Jagdish brought a total change and very much important change in people's view about the Brahma Kumaris. All of us, including myself, all our sisters and others, we have been learning, practicing, and presenting godly knowledge, divine knowledge. And you know, for half the cycle, the world has been going on, although in darkness, about human knowledge, which means to say various type of scriptures, various types of points of view, various type of philosophies, etc. After all, up from golden and silver ages up to that, it was based on godly knowledge, divine power. After that, human powers. So a whole lot of powerful uh, uh, sort of, you can say, legacy, powerful practices were going on in the world, and to introduce a new Brahma Kumari's knowledge into that was very difficult unless you knew both sides of the picture. So Brother Jagdish was very much learned in scripture. He had read all the scripture. He had mastery over the scripture, and he wrote certain books and made certain speeches which made comparisons and then proved that Baba's knowledge is superior. So that particular contribution nobody else could do. So all our original literature of the Brahma Kumaris is not written by any sister at all. It is all written by Brother Jagdish and comparing all the types of various type of worldly philosophies, and he had command over it, and he used to challenge anyone, anywhere, come with any type of scriptures, I will satisfy him. So that was his great contribution, but many contributions are hidden. You are talking of Brother Jagdish, you talk of Mateshwari. All in the later years, 50, 60 years of our Brahman history, Mateshwari ji has, how much she has been remembered. As she has been revered, her pictures have been put, a day has been celebrated, but we have been remembering all that was visible and manifest, who is spreading the knowledge and all that. The root underground, under the seed, or the foundation of a building is always invisible. And Mateshwari has been sung of as the hidden river Saraswati. So Jagdish Bhai's contribution is also hidden, and I feel a hidden contribution has better reward than a manifest contribution.
Thank you so much, Baiji. We have been so fortunate to have you here with us. Didi Mohini would like to say hello to you, and we're going to have her come on now.
Okay.
हेलो ओम शांति ब्रिजवन भाई.
हाँ जी बहन जी, बहुत खुशी हुई.
We are so happy to have you because it is almost today is our 15th day. That's 700, 800 up to 1000. We had been gathering on the Zoom because we did 13 days of offering of bhog to Dadi, and now we continuing until April 31st. But from 6 to 8, where whole region joins, and then we talk about some blessings, some things from Dadi. So it's very. And then we had this Madhuban experience retreat. We said we cannot go to Peaceful Age, but at least we can do on Zoom. So there are at least sometimes it's 800, 1000 of us on the call, and we are very happy that you could be part of us. And I also appreciate the answers and your sharings very much. And from my heart, we are so connected with Yagya, and your presence always makes a lot of difference in the inspiration in Brahmin's life. Thank you. Om Shanti.
Thank you for arranging this and giving me this opportunity, and all your messages and all your programs in Bharat also. All the centers are very much appreciating and following after modifying to their needs, and they are very much inspired that you take care of the whole Brahmin family, although you are located in one place. Some brother of the accounts department also told me about the contribution which was needed. So we are always, we appreciate and we are always happy that we have a sister who has covered the whole area, giving message to Baba children, making Waris quality children. And up to now also, you have great influence in inspiring all of us. So we are very thankful to you.
Om Shanti. Om Shanti, Brijmohan Maji. On behalf of everyone also, and I think there's about 700 almost on different channels, and everybody is appreciating this session so much and have taken so much. You have given us a lot of focus. Your stories, your examples were so authentic, and most importantly, your presence, it was so live, and you have brought Madhuban really to all of us.
In earlier times, I used to be fascinated by 007, and now I am so happy to have 700. Okay.
Okay.
Goodbye.
There is a request for you to do a short drill. Can you do that? Baba's drill?
Why? Yes, we can.
Canada, Toronto is celebrating their 10th anniversary, and they all are online now. We are all Canadian family. You can wish them some greetings for 10th anniversary of Toronto News Center.
Well, I remember to have especially come to Toronto when this new center was being acquired. I met to meet Uncle Steve Naranji, and I congratulate. And Baba says in a Murli, the word congratulate is not enough. In Hindi, they say badhai. So badhai means to grow and to improve and to innovate every second. That is the Sangam Yugi tradition. So I give you lots of badhai that let it grow and let everything grow and reach our perfection. So thank you very much that you are also joining this conversation, and please convey my congratulations to all the Brahman family of Toronto. So in this drill I have to speak, or just we will have the drill?
No, you give us a few thoughts.
Okay. Now is the time for us and all souls to return to our sweet silence home, Param Dham, farthest region in the universe. There is complete silence, and our eternal Supreme Father in eternal form, point of light, and I, the soul, also as point of light, we reside there, and by loveful connection, as my entitlement intense focus, I am burning my hardcore past sanskars. Feeling light and powerful. Now I take subtle form and am in angelic region, meeting Bap Dada in subtle form. I am soul in angelic body, Baba is Supreme Soul in angelic body, along with Brahma Baba. I feel so light, able to do anything, move everywhere freely, and with benevolence. I come back in my Brahman body, recharged, to do this drill again after some time. Om Shanti.
Thanks again, Bhai Sahib.
Thank you. So we will repeat this scene after 5,000 years.
Yes.
We did it innumerable number of times. Such a joy in thinking about this eternal meeting.
Yes.
Om
We
Shanti.
will remember this scene and your words over and over again, even
Om
now.
Shanti.
Thank you.
Om Shanti.